Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. Tzemach Tzedek, the holy Tzemach Tzedek, in his book Derech Mitzvah, teaches us the importance of loving our fellow. And he starts off the discourse by the chapter. He starts it off by talking about how a Gentile, a righteous Gentile, he came to ask. Actually, he was in the process of converting. So he was a Gentile in the process of converting. He asked the Tzemach Tzedek, while you're standing on your foot, teach me the entire Torah. Meaning, because the amount of time a person can stand on one foot, let's say, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, around at most. Tell me everything you can tell me about the Torah, the most important things about the Torah. Sum it up for me in the amount of time you could stand on one foot. And what did Hillel say? He said, love your fellow. And the rest is commentary. What does this mean? What does this mean? Love your fellow and the rest is commentary. So we have to understand. Tzemach Tzedek, to help us understand this, he speaks about how all of Israel is one general body. All of the souls of the children of Israel, the nation of Israel, we all are one body. And this is all the body of Adam Arishon, Adam. And when Adam sinned, we all are from the soul of Adam. And when Adam did the sin of the tree of knowledge, he ate from the tree of knowledge, there was basically the neshama, the soul split off into many different pieces, 600,000 general souls, and then there's branches from those general 600,000 souls. And we all are a different part of the neshama, some different than others. And there's also, the leader also of every generation encompasses all these parts of the neshamas, but we're all a different part of this same soul. We're all really just different organs, so to speak, spiritual organs of the same spiritual entity, the soul of Adam, the general Neshamat Israel, Knesset Israel, the congregation of Israel, the soul of Israel. And this is an unbelievably important message now in relation to what we're facing, what we've gone through in the past few days. The holy Yortzeit, the holy Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Of course, people are all aware of the news, and everyone is going through a painful experience, to say the very least. This is the ultimate highlight of our love for our fellows, that people who we maybe have not met before physically, we are completely shattered in pieces, in pain, to hear of the news of our fellow. And I saw something very interesting that actually relates to this very beautifully. One of the fathers of one of the children who passed a few days ago, may they all have an elevation of soul. May all the families be comforted. May there be such an elevation of soul that the true elevation is back down here on earth with Moshiach, with the resurrection of dead. So may we all be granted that. May everyone return. That's the ultimate elevation of soul. We wish all of that for all the victims in all of our nation and the entire world at large, Jew and non-Jew, righteous Gentile. So we see that one of the fathers of the victims, he had something so beautiful to say. He said, my son was a very righteous child. If there's one thing he would want me to say after his passing, to give a message to the world, it would be that now more than ever, let us unite with each other. Let us have love for our fellow, and let us unite. That the whole Jewish nation is in pain over this. Let us all unite together and work harder to demonstrate our love for our fellow and our unity, because we know that Hillel, the righteous Hillel, he said that this is the most important part of the Torah, is to love your fellow, because as you know, there's many mitzvahs. Some mitzvahs are mainly between man and their fellow. Don't steal, don't murder. These are between man and fellow. And then there's the ones between man and Hashem. Don't keep the Shabbos. Don't eat unkosher food, all the details, whatever the laws may be. There's some fall into the category of between man and their fellow. Some are between man and Hashem. So how could it be that the most important of them all is to love your fellow? I thought, wouldn't the ones that are directly connected to Hashem and man be more important, seemingly? No, but we learned that the ones between man and their fellow are really also, and how much more so for Hashem. And when you hurt your fellow, you're not just hurting your fellow, and when you do something against God, you're hurting God. No. When you hurt your fellow, you're hurting God. You're hurting God. You're hurting Hashem way more than you're hurting your fellow. So one thing we can realize from all this is that we have an opportunity now to increase our love for our fellow. Sometimes, unfortunately, but this is not the way it has to be, but on a lot of occasions, people may appreciate what they have only after they lose that certain thing. But Hillel is telling us, and the tzaddikim are telling us, that we have to appreciate what we have right now. Every day that we're here is a gift from Hashem. When someone passed away and others survived, who knows? Hashem's running the show. There's many stories of people who were supposed to be there that night or other things happened, or they just left right before. Hashem is, we can't understand why certain people or others are here for what X, Y, and Z amount of time. But what we do know is every day we're here is a gift from above, a gift from the Creator. And we don't have to wait for things to happen to realize that right now, let's take that inspiration of every moment being alive, and let's use our time wisely for the Creator. Let's make something happen. Let's increase our love for our fellow. And that's what the Tzemach Tzedek says. He says that we are all one body, and therefore, when there is hate between two individuals, the body, the general soul of Adam, the general neshama is blemished. Why? Because it's just like the relationship between the heart, the lungs, and the brain, that they all have to be intertwined. There's veins that connect every part of your organs to each other. Our bodies are filled with thousands of uncountable amount, of neurons and inner veins and connections and sinews and all the terms, the medical terms, but they're all intertwined and connected. And if we all know that if one organ is healthy, it has a positive impact on the body at large, and if one organ is, God forbid, having trouble, it has a negative effect on the body, the entire body. So how much more so in spirituality, that when our fellows are hurting, and if a person could hurt their fellow, they're hurting the body at large, and they're hurting themselves. And how much more so when one shows love towards their fellow, and they feel empathy, they feel a great love towards their fellow, their whole body becomes healthier, the whole general soul becomes healthy. And we begin to see each other as one, why does it say you have to love your fellow as yourself? Because your fellow really is you. When you go deep enough into someone's soul, what is a soul? A soul is a part of Hashem. Just through in this physical world, we experience through our body, we experience it through different levels, different moments. We experience higher levels of it, lower levels of it. We become more in tune. Sometimes we're more aware of our own personal self, but when we tap into who we really are, we realize that there's no difference between any of us. We're all just a part of Hashem. When we see that, we don't let the little things in life, the little small details, the little small seemingly issues get in the way. We realize the big picture. We realize who we really are and how important our fellow is to each and every one of us. And for all these beautiful souls, may they be blessed, and may we all receive a blessing from this. And let us do something about this. Let us present ourselves to the Creator in a way that He's gonna wipe all of our tears off our face. That when there's nothing that I can't say I can know the exact measure, but I could say confidently that it's very clear that one thing that causes the Creator specifically so much pleasure is when we show concern for our fellow and love for our fellow. Because ultimately, when we show concern and love for our fellow, it arouses a greater mercy from Hashem upon us. Hashem wants us to empathize with our fellow, because Hashem is the ultimate comforter. He's the ultimate empathetic one. Hashem feels our pain infinitely more than we feel our own pain. Therefore, what better way to emulate Hashem than to feel mercy on our fellow, whatever it may be, whatever situation one may go through. Someone treats them unfairly, we have to go out of our way to judge our fellow favorably. We have to almost like make up excuses for people to always judge them favorably. Like if someone, not making up excuses because we don't know for sure, but if someone hurts you, you should always judge them favorably, give them the benefit of the doubt, and think maybe, who knows what they were going through that day. Maybe the way they reacted was better than the way we could have reacted if we were in their situation. And when we do that, it arouses a mercy from above, and Hashem surely will see our positive behavior, and He's going to bless us and bring down mercy upon the nation and the entire world at large. I want to say thank you so much to the righteous Gentiles who've been commenting, showing their support. It means so much. What a beautiful thing that righteous Gentiles who are coming together and publicizing the name of Hashem, publicizing the God of Israel's presence and reign over the world, being a part of this mission to spread Hashem's name throughout the world. The righteous Gentiles have an unbelievably powerful role in the coming Moshiach, and they are continuing to bring Moshiach. And May Hashem bless you all. And the Tzemach Tzedek goes on to say that when we're healthy and we're one, then we can present ourselves before the Creator, and then Hashem is revealed in our lives. Why? Because you can't bring a blemished sacrifice. You can't offer up a blemished animal to Hashem. What's a blemished animal? It's when there's blood, it has bruises, when the veins, the organs are not completely connected. When there's a cut, there's blood, there's blemishes. So too with us, when we're separated from our fellows and we're divided with each other, we have a blemish and we're lacking in the way Hashem's revealed to us. We can only experience a revelation of Hashem when we're one and intertwined with each other, and we love our fellow and judge them favorably. So let's practice this. What better way to bring back these souls, to bring back all of our nation with the coming of Moshiach, the resurrection of the dead? What better way to do this than to increase in our love for our fellow, to encourage others to do so. So may Hashem bless you. May you please, I have to ask, please share this video so more people could see this, more people could join in this unity together to bring Moshiach. Hashem bless you all. Thank you.